Hey viewers, my name's Cara. This is just a quick little update for you. I have had a crazy couple of weeks. Last week we were on vacation. Not really a vacation. We were actually going to a wedding, and a wedding that we were helping out with in various ways. So we were camping for a week with the wedding party, and absolutely everything that could have gone wrong on this trip pretty much went wrong. First day, car broke down. Didn't have the car for like the rest of the trip basically until the last day, just in time to run some last minute errands. So because of that, most of the other things that we had planned couldn't happen. So it was a crazy week, but the wedding ended up being fantastic and wonderful, and the reception afterwards, the party, the dancing, the food, all great. And there was plenty of vegan stuff for us and the other non-dairy folks in attendance, so that was awesome. And then this week has just kind of been jumping back into routine from being gone for a week and having limited Wi-Fi, but had Wi-Fi, which is how I was able to post my Pagan Perspective video, although it was a little late because that was the day the car broke down and everything like that. But yeah, having Wi-Fi and traveling and having this device that my mother got me, which you all have not seen yet, has just been absolutely a blessing because it is completely mobile and I'm able to just like pop on the Wi-Fi real quick, upload something, stash it back in my bag, and be on my way. It's so great. This is going to be a huge game changer for my ability to work with all of my stuff online, which actually brings me to the major part of this update, which is not just how my life has been going, but this week has been about getting back into the routine, getting things ready for things that I have upcoming. So I actually have a few announcements. I guess I'll start with the other ones first. So it has been confirmed that I will be presenting 2 workshops at Cleveland area Pagan Pride at the end of August. I will only be there on the Saturday because I have auditions for a show that I'm stage managing that Sunday. Couldn't get it changed. So I'm only going to be at Cleveland Pagan Pride on the Saturday this year, which is unusual. But I will be flying here. But I will be presenting 2 workshops while I'm there. One will be a reboot version of my Pagans and Prejudice work that I did senior year of undergrad and that I presented 2 years ago at Cleveland Pagan Pride. This year's will be a reboot of that because I will be doing less of the academic lecture type and I'll be incorporating more group discussion and feedback and kind of some exercises and things that we'll do to engage more directly, interact more directly with the information that I'm sharing. So I'm really excited about that, and I will also be presenting that at Dayton area Pagan Pride, but that we already knew. We were just waiting on confirmation from Cleveland. And the other workshop that I will be doing at Cleveland is actually a team taught workshop with my friend Orion, who is a high priestess of an English traditional coven. No, excuse me, I always say that backwards. A traditional English coven, not the same as British traditional witchcraft. I always mix that up. Anyway, Orion and I will be tag team presenting a workshop on ritual. We're calling it the Art of Ritual, and we're going to be talking about the differences and similarities and just some of the main characteristics of solitary ritual, eclectic group ritual, versus traditional group coven ritual or initiatory style traditions, and what their ritual looks like as opposed to like just a bunch of people who decide to get together to work together in a group, but they might not necessarily all be of the same tradition and the exact same beliefs or using the same systems and melding that together, and solitary practice, and also public ritual and what ritual looks like in public spaces like Cleveland Pagan Pride, Dayton Pagan Pride, and how those differ from private rituals or your personal rituals. So we've been working on that. We got together the other day and worked on that together for about 7 hours, which is kind of crazy. The time just flew by. But yeah, we're doing a lot of good work, and we are really excited to teach together for the first time. So any of you who are in the Cleveland area, I hope you will be able to join us for that. And yeah, okay, so on to the main announcement here. If you are following my page on Facebook, which is facebook.com/cutewitch772, you will have already seen the announcement that signups are ready for my Saturn Returns course 2.0, which is going to be taking place from September of this year through December of this year, and is the second iteration of the Saturn Returns course that I'm currently doing that we're almost done with, which took place from May of this year and is ending at the end of August. So I had a small group do the course the first time around, and I have not heard back from everybody in it yet, but hopefully I will be getting some feedback from them that was supposed to come midway through the course that I sent out a little while ago, and there will be a questionnaire that I'll be sending them at the end to hopefully gain some more insight about how their experience was and how they liked each different element that I used, so that I can use that information to inform the way that I may decide to change or update or enhance this 2.0 version of the course. So if you are someone who is going through your Saturn return this year, meaning that your Saturn is in Capricorn, Saturn is returning into the sign of Capricorn in December of 2017. So if you are somewhere right around my age, or 30 years older than me, or 60 years older than me, then you're probably in that range. And I have a video on my channel talking about those dates and who falls into those categories. So I will link that at the end of the video on the end screen, and maybe also in the description. But it's my video that is, I believe it's just called Saturn Returns, and the title also says dates for Saturn in Capricorn. So you know those are the ones I have provided there. If you are someone who is about to go through your Saturn return, this is really geared for you to be going through this kind of stuff with me as I'm going through it, and looking at the kinds of things that multiple different sources and multiple different types of work recommend for how to deal with the energies that are coming up at this time and what goes along with this astrological event. However, if you are someone who has not yet gone through any of your Saturn returns, or if you've already been through your Saturn return, your Saturn is in a sign other than Capricorn and it's already come up in your life once before or twice before, you are absolutely welcome to join in this course as well. In the current course that I'm doing now, I have at least one person who has not gone through their Saturn return yet, and they're kind of just learning about it in advance. And I have someone who just went through their Saturn return previously and is looking at it from a retrospective point of view. So you are welcome to join no matter what your Saturn status is, I will say. And we'll be doing a whole bunch of different types of things based around the kinds of things that come up during your Saturn returns. So in this past course, there are 8 sessions, and it's every other week is when they're meant to be posted. Now life happens, especially since I am going through my Saturn return right now. So I'm going through the stuff right now, and sometimes that has meant that I have been a little bit late on posting some things, but I'm getting all caught up. Everything's getting right back to normal, square one, and in the upcoming future, I will not have nearly as many technical problems as I have had this time around, because I'm going to be getting Wi-Fi at home again. There's going to be a lot of big changes going on, which you will all see as they happen, because that's what happens on my YouTube channel. I'll be showing you stuff. But anyway, there has been a lot of catching up and dealing with Saturn returns things as we go, which is exactly what we're supposed to be doing. There are 8 sessions, and in this iteration of the course that I'm doing currently, half of those things have been ritual to do one thing or another with Saturn returns. It's actually been ritual. Some of them have been exercises, journaling exercises and prompts and discussions, things like that. There's also a private Facebook group that I use for the course that I post things in periodically so that we can have discussions about other smaller topics or things that might go along with the videos but that don't happen in the video lessons themselves. So there's lots of different supplemental material like that, and of course you get to work in a group and talk with each other about the different things that are going on. So I try to do several different types of things, and also I just really encourage that anyone who would like to participate in this 2.0 round be prepared to participate in group discussions and things like that, because that can really add to your experience throughout the course. So I have actually added all of that information into the blog pages that describe this course, just so everybody is kind of aware of that before we get started, so it's not really a surprise. So there will be a link in the description below of this video to my blog post announcing Saturn Returns 2.0, and then that links to the page with all of the payment plan options and things like that, because I've done a few more options this time instead of just a flat thing like the last time. So you can look at that blog post below to read more about it. If you have any questions for me, you can ask in the comment section of this video, I suppose, although I don't see these as often. You can message me on my Facebook page. Again, that's facebook.com/cutewitch772, and the links to that and all my other social media are always in the descriptions of my videos. If you scroll down to the bottom, all the places to find me are there. You can also email me at cutewitch772@yahoo.com if you have questions as well. So that is what I had to announce today. I'm going to be at Cleveland area Pagan Pride and Dayton Pagan Pride. I'm definitely doing workshops at Cleveland, and Saturn Returns 2.0 is here. Woo! Get excited. And I will see you guys next time I see you. Thank you so much for bearing with this weirdly lit video. I'm using a webcam because I have a webcam again. It's so nice, and it's getting to be almost twilight, so this is like the end of the natural light for the day. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time, and until then, don't forget to be awesome, which is above me there. Keep calm and DFTBA. Don't forget to be awesome. Blessed be, and goodbye.